Well, the bird flu epidemic is hitting consumers hard as egg prices continue to rise with no end in sight.
Yeah, more people are actually considering raising their own chickens, but does that actually cost more? Upfront costs can vary from a few $100s to a lot more than that, depending on size, quality of the coop, and breed of the chicken. In the past few weeks, the prices for chicks, hens, coops, and enclosures have skyrocketed. Although the CDC reports the public health risk of bird flu is low, it is important to make sure that if you are going to own chickens, that you do it responsibly.
Yeah, so as we've said, bird flu is the main culprit behind that dramatic increase in the price of eggs.
John Barry, the manager of the chicken section at Bash Feed and Garden, joins us today with more insight into buying a hen. Good morning.
Good morning.
So before somebody just goes out and buys a hen, what are the things that people need to consider?
Well, first thing to think about is whether you can actually have one. Chicken ownership is legal in Houston, but it may not be allowed by your HOA or your deed restrictions. Any rules in place there will take precedence over the city law.
Yeah, okay, that's important. Don't go out and buy the coop and buy the chicken and everything and then get it home and have your neighbors call and say that's not allowed here.
Yes,
so
exactly.
When you do verify that you can legally have them in your neighborhood, in your yard, when they come out to your feed store or any shop that sells hens, what are some things that people should look for in the hen's appearance specifically, I guess?
Well, the appearance of the hens should be, a healthy chicken looks healthy, bright eyes, clear nose, no runny nose, no sneezing, no panting, that sort of thing, and active. But also, look at where the animals are held. If it's dirty, it's an animal enclosure, so it's gonna, it's not gonna, you wouldn't want to eat there.
Right.
But if it looks unappealing, chances are they're not being kept well.
Really good point. Yeah. And I know in our Reporter Real One story, he was saying that the cost of a hen is around $26. In reality, is that for as many eggs as you want, or how many eggs can a hen on average lay?
Well, a good layer, what we'd call a good layer, is going to lay 240 to 250 eggs a year.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. That's
a
quite a few. And then, what about though the cost of upkeep and maintaining and feeding those hens? Things that maybe people are not thinking about when
just $26.
Yeah.
Well, the main cost is your time, really. That's the cleaning, the taking the eggs. All animals need care. Chickens need comparatively less care than like a dog. But feed is relatively inexpensive. 50 pounds of feed, just conventional feed, is less than $25.
And then I'm going to throw this one in there. I know that a lot of people talk about salmonella and risks with, is that the right bacteria, risks with raising chickens for the eggs, that if you're not very careful and you don't, you have to make sure that you don't pass along that type of bacteria?
Well, yeah, sure. Salmonella can be present anywhere chickens are present, but as long as you take normal precautions, wash your hands, don't kiss the chicken, and wash the eggs before you cook them, you should be fine. A backyard flock is kept typically in much cleaner and safer condition than the chickens that lay the eggs we buy in the store. And that's not pointing fingers. It's just 6 chickens in your backyard get a lot more care than 100 chickens in an egg house.
Good point. All right.
Well, John Barry, thank you so much for your time this morning. I know that this is actually of interest to a lot of people, especially with egg prices going so high.
High interest. We've seen a lot of increase.
Yeah.
For
All
sure.
right. Have a great day. We appreciate your time.